What's up, guys? I just spent the last 10 minutes talking for this video and it wasn't even recording. What? Anyways, we're recording now, so welcome to the video where we're going to be talking about diet breaks. It's going to be a long yapping video, so if you're not interested, that's cool, I guess, but that sounds like a you problem. You can go to my Instagram and watch the shortened version. So we're just going to jump right into it because I've already been talking about it. Diet breaks, why they're important, why you should be taking one, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose. I've been losing weight on and off since I started my fitness journey, like a long time ago, where I'd lose weight, put it back on, lose weight, put it back on. And then 2.5 years ago, when I moved here to Wisconsin, I decided, hey, this is the time that I'm actually going to keep it off. So here we are, 2.5 years later. We've kept it off for the most part. But basically when I moved here, I was almost 190 pounds and I didn't know anybody. So what better idea than to do the 75 hard? Duh. I'm not condoning this or telling people that they should do this, or I'm saying that it's healthy. It's really not, but it's a challenge. And if you do it in the right way, then you won't injure yourself like me. I'd say I did it in the right way most of the time, but we're not going to spend too much time talking about that. Anyways, I completed the 75 hard. I lost 20 pounds. And then I decided to hire a bodybuilding coach. And I worked with him for a year and a half, mind you, still dieting. And I lost another 20 pounds. And then I put 10 pounds back on. So my weight kind of went mew, 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 mew. Anyways, what that diagram was, I don't know. And so I quit working with my bodybuilding coach back in January of 2026 for multiple reasons. One of them being him not caring about my health, specifically for my knee. It was causing me a lot of issues, and it was just push it. You don't want it bad enough, basically. He didn't say that specifically, but there was a lot of instances where it just wasn't good. He wasn't listening to me on my, hey, this is really bothering me, or hey, I'm really struggling. But then I essentially got to that point where we kept pushing it. My calories were very low and my weight was plateauing. I actually almost was putting weight back on. And so between that and then some other reasons that do not relate to diet breaks, dieting, all of that, I'm not going to mention it here. Nor do I ever think I will mention it, just because it's in the past. I don't need to rehash it. But between that, I then took a small diet break, you could say. We increased my calories just a little bit. I think it really only went for 8 weeks. It didn't go for that long of a period of time. And I put on 6 pounds, which isn't terrible. So that's why it was the meow in the diagram. With my current coach, who's also my boyfriend. He's very knowledgeable and I trust him. And he also cares about my health. So that should be your first green flag when you are working with a coach, specifically in bodybuilding, is your health. Now, let me preface, whenever you get down to stage lean, you're actually in a prep, you're going to compete in bodybuilding, it's not healthy. They should be letting you know that. You should know that going into it, it's not healthy. However, outside of prep, outside of stepping on stage, your health should come first. And it is a huge red flag to me if any coach, for any reason regarding your health, is not putting it first. Whether it's an injury, whether it's dieting, whether it's your mental health, whatever it is, all within parameters of themselves. Each of them have different whatever. Anyways, you get what I'm trying to say. It's a red flag if they don't care about your health. So anyways, we take this 8-week kind of diet break, and then we put me back in a cut because hey, I still want to compete in bodybuilding. I've lost a lot of weight, but I still need to lose another 10 pounds basically, or 10 pounds, but it's based off the look. And I lose 6 pounds again, but I literally cannot go below 150. So I'm like, I was sitting at 151, 152, 153 in that range, kind of just going around and around. We dropped my calories, we upped my cardio again. We did it in a gradual way. Mind you, that was another reason with my old coach, is that it just was like, bam, 4 hours of cardio. And I'm like, oh, anyways, now we did it gradually, but all of the things done gradually were not working. Weight plateauing, like nothing's working. So we're like, hey, some other things are going on, like hormonal wise. My period's all over the place, like as a woman with her health. And I was like, something's going on with my hormones. I'm tired all the time. My period was really heavy. It was late. Like, there's all of these things. And so, like, we're trying to get my health back on track. So I'm currently in a diet break. I'm not doing a cut phase anymore at the moment. We'll eventually get back to it, but we don't know when. We're just kind of waiting to see how things are going. My strength is finally coming back, you guys. Finally. However, now I'm dealing with knee shit again, so that's usually how it works. Anyways, so yeah, we're doing that now. Basically, like, the whole point of this video, I've just been yapping about myself personally with diet breaks, but like the whole point of the video is, why you should be taking a diet break. Number one, if you're a female, it's for your hormones, because your hormones will get out of whack. Your periods get affected. They're either heavier, they're late, they're early. You don't have one. It can cause a lot of other issues hormonal wise for women, like it prevents you from losing weight, which then goes hand in hand with the next thing is like your weight will plateau and stall. And so it doesn't matter how much cardio you're doing, doesn't matter how low your calories get. They like literally go hand in hand, or like they're like this thick as thieves basically. And then it just stops working. Now, the third thing that I've experienced personally is that my hunger cues are skewed, right? I get hungry, but I also don't at the same time. So, like, even being on 1,700 calories, it's like I know I should be eating. Like, it's my meal time, but I'm not hungry. But I'm like, how am I not hungry when my calories are so freaking low? Then there are other times that I'm very hungry, but my metabolism, my hunger cues were literally like all over the place. Now that we've increased my food, like, I'm starting to get like hunger cues of like, oh, it's my mealtime. My stomach's starting to growl, right? And when you're in a strict deficit like that, you should be hungry. Now, I'm going to address some people because of that last tidbit that I just talked about with hunger cues. People are probably going to be like, you're probably eating more food than you thought. You're overeating. You're not tracking correctly. Listen here. I've been tracking food, been tracking macros for a very long time. I've coached people on how to track their food and their macros. I was eating everything on my meal plan. I was tracking everything. Wasn't overeating anything. Wasn't undereating anything. Eating everything that I was supposed to. And this was still happening. It can still happen, specifically if you've been dieting for 2.5 years. Now that that's been addressed, you can still comment it and I'll still call you an idiot. So, my watch just told me to be active. So I should probably go do that. But anyways, that's my yap on diet breaks, why they're important, why you should take them, why I'm currently taking one in my story of all of that. So, peace out, y'all. Until next time.